Can I leave?
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Scoochie.
What was your favorite game as a child?
I have this really vivid memory of coming home one Christmas and there being an N64 plugged into the TV with Star Fox. What was the intro to that? It was just like, looking back on it, it's like a really shitty looking like spacecraft. It's like, and it's like this one little fox that just like shows up at the side of the screen. It's like, psh, Star Fox, we're ready to go. Psh. You know, definite favorite game. That or Donkey Kong was also great. Those are killers right there, those two.
What food do you crave most often?
Okay, so the food that I crave most often will probably be just like really bad for you Chinese food, like, you know, sesame chicken, orange chicken, that. But the food that I have the most often would probably be sushi. I think I could have sushi like every single meal, except for breakfast, because that's weird.
If you could visit one place on Earth, where would you go?
The center.
What makes you the angriest?
Okay, so I think about this all the time, right? Like if you're walking and somebody kind of walks in front of you, you'd be like, oh, yep, sorry about that. But when you're driving, if somebody cuts in front of you, it's like the end of the world. Like as soon as you get in your car, it's just like heightened anger.
Which song reminds you the most of your life?
Rocket Man by Elton John. So I'm just looking to blast off out of this world into just mega millions.
Alright, if you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
I think teleporting would be cool. Obviously, to be able to just like appear anywhere you want, but you know, life's all about that journey, so I think flying, because that way I could just like, I could still get places really fast. Because I think if I were able to fly, I could probably get from like the US to Japan in like, you know, 2 minutes. But I get to see the whole world while I do it, so flying for sure.
If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
Giraffe, I've already got the long neck. Done, easy. Or a lizard, because I got the big eyes.
Who would you like to sit next to on a 10-hour flight?
Mac DeMarco. Kid just like seems super interesting. And if you don't know who he is, he's just like this indie artist who's just like has made a lot of money through his music, but just lives like a bum. Really interesting dude. Interesting cat, as he would say.
What's something that people think about you that isn't true?
Probably that I get laid by a different girl every night. It's not true. It's not true.
What job would you be terrible at?
I think any sort of construction job, because I like when I was younger I played with Legos, and if they didn't fit just right and I had to like, you know, take my time to make it fit just right, I just get super pissed off. So I think construction would be the same for me.
What fad or trend do you hope comes back?
Faux hawks. I come in on Monday, I've got just like this shaved and this going. I'm bringing it back. Faux hawk 2020.
Where would you spend all of your time if you could?
At my parents' house back in Florida. If I had the option of them being there some of the time, not all the time. Because I got that nostalgic feeling of just, you know, growing up, all the childhood memories. And I love being around them, but sometimes you need your space.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
This is gonna make me sound like an asshole, but my biggest pet peeve is when people don't think before they speak and they just say random things. Like in a serious situation. Like obviously if we're messing around and like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. But like if you're having a serious situation and people just kind of blurt things out without actually thinking about it, it drives me nuts.
What could you give a 40-minute presentation on without any preparation?
How to give presentations and speak publicly without knowing what it is that you're talking about. So basically how to bullshit. I could give a 40-minute conversation or presentation on that for sure.
If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with your extra time?
Just imagine myself being up 24 hours every single day. Man, that'd be terrible. I'd probably think of some way to make money. That would be my go-to. I don't think I could spend all my time just like messing around, you know, jerking off. But yeah, definitely think of some way to make money. And it might be jerking off. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just abide by them.
Would you rather live on a beach or in the mountains?
I get the appeal of the beach. It's beautiful at night, but I feel like you just get sandy, you're sweaty during the day, and then you bring it into the car, then you bring it into the house, you get in the bathtub, the bath is filled with sand. It's just, not for me.
What's something you've been meaning to try but just haven't gotten around to it?
Those float tanks. The ones where you like get in and it's like sensory deprivation, where you literally can't see, hear, and you're like floating because you're in Epsom salt. I really want to try that.
What's something amazing or cool you've done that no one was around to see?
It's not amazing or cool, but I rode my motorcycle to get Chipotle, and there were like 3 really hot girls sitting outside. So I'm like, oh, there you go. And, impress them a little bit, give them a little rev. They look over. I went and my kickstand went in straight into a pothole. So as I started getting off the bike, the kickstand came up, completely just dropped my motorcycle on the side. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, like lift the motorcycle up, had to get on. I couldn't even go to Chipotle. I just had to drive off. That's what I love about life, because those girls are probably like, wow.
What's your ideal weekend?
So my ideal weekend starts on a Friday, obviously. And the most ideal weekend is one that never ends. Weekends. Coming to a store near you.
What fictional place would you most like to go?
Hogwarts, for sure. I think that'd be super sick. Just, learn some magic. And thinking about that, it's like your schooling is learning magic. That's sick.
What's the luckiest thing that has happened to you?
You know what the luckiest thing that's happened to me is finding all these amazing people over at the Daily Dropout to call my family while we build the best online business in the world. Thanks. I'm Steven Schapiro, and you've been watching 20 questions about me that you didn't know prior to knowing.
It was 21 questions?
Hey, Steven.
Yeah.
Stop.
Fuck you. Hi, I'm Steven Schapiro, and thanks so much for watching 21 questions.